Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today gotta get steel sorted out. First I'm just gonna make oil go so that way the core miner keeps going. I see no reason to stop that bad boy going. He's a good bad boy, as good bad boys are, and I need it to keep going. What am I even saying anymore? I don't know. So what we do want to do before we go too far is I need more furnaces, the electric type. Which is, sounds like I'm talking about Pokemon there, but I guess the electric type and furnaces, they both have electric types, so that's cool. What we are going to need though, and this is actually a strange level of importance here, is I want to have a box full of efficiency inserters, just because turns out the amount of power that it requires to get these things going normally is a lot. So if I can reduce that power load just by a bit, I'd be pretty happy with that. So, going to be a slow build. Maybe we could speed that up a bit. And we do not want a lot of them. Maybe two stacks worth should be more than enough. So that way, anything that we build will be a little bit more efficient. And we're not using heck tons of power. Because if I'm going to use heck tons of power, if you'll excuse my foul language, I really want to use it on getting the core miners. And yes, I said plural, because I would love to have 2 core miners. That is the dream of the future. I don't know when that future will be happening, but it is certainly a dream. And like they say, if you don't have a dream, then go away. I don't have time for you. I've got dreams to have. That's what they say. It's rather argumentative, I know, but look, I don't make the rules about what people say about dreams. And we probably do need to carry some more advanced circuits. Thankfully, we make quite a few of those. And so I did download a mod, Nixie Tubes, because I thought maybe I'd want to count stuff. I'm not going to do it right now, but I thought maybe if I want to count stuff later, I've got the opportunity to count. And I think counting is important. I think everyone loves a good count. Sesame Street certainly knows it, and so if Sesame Street knows it, then you know they know what they're talking about. Okay, so what do I want to do first? Probably get all these miners going. So I'm going to keep the same pattern as before, all the way across. Now, it could also be a case where I may need... Did I run out of wood? That's strange and concerning. Okay. I just want to get all these miners going first, and then I'd be pretty happy to continue with whatever dark works are required. Nope. Okay, and then I think we're good. There's a couple of rocks in the way, but they can be dealt with. We are also going to need faster belts, and have we actually built that? I feel like we haven't. Oh, we did actually. Well, excellent. Let's go get those. Because we're going to need a few hundred of those. Okay, so we need belts, we need efficiency modules, and we need whatever the heck I can get. That's just life, I suppose. More heat shields would be good. So, efficiency modules. Not as many as I thought I was going to get, but also pretty happy. So what more can you ask for in life, right? As long as you're pretty happy, life's okay. What else? Yes, belts. I just want to... You know what? Let's just give up on yellow belts. I think the time of yellow belts has passed us by. The days of the red belts are upon us. So let's only use red belts from now on. Because quite frankly, ain't nothing gonna need yellow belts anymore. Okay, we're now going into a faster reality. A reality of jetpacks. Oh, actually, it reminds me, I realized jetpacks stack, which means if I was feeling so crazy, which I am, I could just build extra jetpacks and soar to the sky like Michael Bird the Flying Man. I love that song. It's so stupid. The Cog is Dead, Michael Bird. It's pretty good. It's got a really catchy tune. A meteor has come down to greet us, but unfortunately it will not see us today. But do not fear, the meteors will find us. And some would say that is a reason to fear. And I would be inclined to agree. It is something I am vaguely afraid of happening one day. Vaguely afraid? I literally talk about it every time I see a meteor. So maybe I don't know what vague fear means. Would like to get some fast splitters as well. And we're going to need to get some inserters as well. But then I think we're going to have a little bit of a shortage of done near everything. That's okay. Because without a shortage of done near everything, you can't build everything. You know? It's darkest before the dawn, as they say. And right now, it is the darkest. Got him. Okay, so other problem we might run into almost immediately that I hadn't considered is if we've taken away all the iron from the furnaces, what's going to be feeding us? And the answer to that is the core miners, of course. That sounds almost like I hadn't considered that answer, but I absolutely had. No one believes that. And nor should they. Okay, so this will produce the amount of 1.5 belts of iron, which is pretty decent actually. And this will do 0.4 of a belt of iron plates. We'll chuck all those efficiency modules in because I see no reason not to. I know it's probably more efficient to go with the sides, but I just feel it looks nicer this way. And this is when I'm reminded that I'm supposed to be doing it the other way around, but you know what? I don't care. And this is my belt of delicious iron ore. Sorry, iron plates. Which now that I'm doing it, I feel like it should be going the other direction. Oops. Fine. Do not fret. Okay, does that make sense? No. Makes sense now though. And we are just going to keep working because we are working on getting to space. Now I know it might be a little early, but the way I figure it, the sooner you get to space, the sooner you get to find out what you've missed. And that's the logic I'm going to go with. So, yeah. And if we could possibly... This needs to be tidied up at some point very, very soon. In fact, not only does it need to be tidied up, there's more miners that are required. We just need to finish mining out all of this crap. Maybe I'll just get these miners to... I'll keep doing what they're doing for now. That'll probably work. Yes, this is okay. Keep doing what they're doing for now, and then we will later just have an expedition to just mine everything, put them into boxes, and then figure out where everything should go. And we are out of belts at the last moment. Wonderful. That's alright. Should have expected that, honestly. On the basis that we were being reckless and wild. And when you're being reckless and wild, and I don't know why that's damaged, probably recklessness and wildness, if I had to take a guess. Now, this is not our only thing we're going to be doing today, of course. Right. So that gets the iron into where we need it. Now, of course, everything needs to be electriced up, which we'll take care of now. Look at that. Okay. So we've got one part of the belt going. Now we're just going to hook everything up first. That's probably the important start. And then we can figure out how to connect everything together. The point is, this is where you want to start. Already we've got... Really, that's 0.4 of a belt? That almost looks like a full belt to me. Well, okay, sure, whatever. And we will connect this into here as well. We will not put that there yet. That doesn't need to be there. But already it's really chewing through the ore that we've given it. And I like that. I approve of ore chewing. So. Good. Maybe even we want to get the iron ore that was coming from here to come down this path. Yeah, I think that might be good. I don't think we need the iron ore to go up to that furnace anymore. I think it was good for the time, but it's not required anymore. What we do want to do, let's stop flying, because flying is just making everything more inefficient and confusing. Is we will connect, oddly enough, back down to here. And that steel refinery will be removed in a moment. Oh, whoops. We do want that to be faster. Now, these already run out of iron. Like, were they that short on iron that they just ran out immediately? I guess that's going to happen on the outskirts of it all. Cool, so that's turned the iron to go this way. Now the important part is this also means the steel can be pulled apart. And you go, well, that's not great. And I agree, that's not the time for this. What I would still probably like is a little bit more steel to make a few more furnaces. Or what I could do is deviate some of this iron at the end. Later on this will become the depot, so actually the steel wants to come out from this side. Okay, wow, that's... iron's really coming out, that's pretty good. So we do need more steel for more furnaces. One of those things I kind of wish I'd thought about automating a little bit before doing this. But we've already broken everything down, so this is where we're at now. Thankfully we can... yeah, this will be fine. I will take the steel furnaces we've got and I will turn them into electric furnaces. So yes, this is good. This is fine. Do not fret, noble viewer. And that cleans up a large part of that. This... I'm going to keep this here. I don't know why I need a coal line, but it's always good to be prepared. And just connect that up to power, because it's probably good to have those things powered. Awesome. Everything's happy? Everyone's happy over there? Everyone's happy over there. Good. And... oh, I see why it was going so fast before. Because they had a lot of build-up. Okay, that's alright. What are we short on? Steel plates. Okay, well that's ironic. No, that's not how irony works. What we will do though is we will do another furnace up here. Now I could see us having 2 lines of iron going up this way. Maybe. For now, this will have to do. Will this actually do? I don't know. But we'll find out, won't we? I suppose even if we just connect, even if we don't output it onto a steel line right now, would it have been better to go under? The steel typically didn't come in until... Oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't have removed the steel line as soon as I did. Steel comes into there. So if we could actually have the steel... we're going up, aren't we? You know what, screw it, we're here now. We can always move it again later, if it so comes to that. Okay, and that should be a lot of steel being produced. The only thing we need right now... Oh, actually, efficiency modules. I don't want to spend, 186 kilowatts on those things. I'd be much happier with, what is it, 36 kilowatts? We are slightly under attack, but nothing major. No damage done. Okay. So now we come to the point of needing more furnaces. That's alright. We're ready for this day. Some would say I'd be born for this day. I don't know why they'd say that, that's confusing, but whatever. So if that is 40, 20 is 40, so 40 would be 80. So if I did another double that essentially, then that would get us to, whoops, that would get us to the point of 80% of a belt just full of delicious iron. And I love delicious iron. It's my favorite type of iron. You'll notice a lot of these trees are burnt out. I don't quite know how that happened. There were rumors that someone was flying around with a jetpack setting fire to trees, but I've got no proof of this. I personally believe it's just hearsay, so I wouldn't worry about it. But anyway, check out my sweet jetpack. And flamethrower. Yep. Ecological damage. Okay. So let's put these inserters down. And very soon, once we start getting steel properly built, we will be able to get science continuing. Science right now has stopped. That's okay. We'll get there. Even just getting this sorted will be mostly what I need. And donk. Okay. I am running out of efficiency modules, but that shouldn't be a problem. Especially if I get this sweet, sweet steel. And that's enough for 8 more of those. Great. Happy with that. All miners are happily working along whenever they got power. We really do need to increase power, and that might be another thing we do very soon. Copper is getting a little bit sadder as time goes by, so we might need to do a copper refinery as well in the same way we're doing this. And while this is still getting some iron, mostly stopped. So what we could do, same vein, is take up all of this, because that'll give me some stone furnaces, which I can reuse those to make electric furnaces. And I would like some more electric furnaces. And I've done that the wrong way around, so now we've got a bunch of coal on the ground. That's okay. Sometimes coal just gets on the ground. No one can explain it, it's just a thing that happens. Some wreckage there. Let's clean up the wreckage a little bit. You know, this is our home. There's no reason we should have a destroyed spaceship just all over the place. But I do want to build, like, something here. I don't know what. I was thinking about the idea of building the first, like, spaceship there. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea, but I was thinking about it. We'll see how that goes. If that happens. We shall see. Okay, so we've got... We're going to need a little bit more heat shielding. That's alright. Steel looks like it's coming along. Maybe we're at the point where we want to start thinking about belting those bad boys. Well, iron's coming along, which is great. Loving that. We've got 8 more of these, so let's just chuck them down. Chuck down some efficiency modules, but we have run out. Awkward. Well, I guess we needed to go get some things anyway, so... And while we're holding on to this coal, we might as well overload all of this. Just so that way we've got less coal in my inventory. Not today, asteroid. Ooh, that was a close one though. They're getting closer. That's exciting. One day we're going to lose something. I guess they did damage like some stuff last time. Last session they did damage like some of my belts, but didn't destroy anything. So I don't know if I should taunt them and be like, haha, you suck. Because I feel like taunting a meteorite swarm is a bad idea. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not like a meteorite expert or anything. Maybe it's fine. Maybe meteorites enjoy being taunted and that makes them go away. I feel like the answer is that's not how things work, but I don't know. I'm not a meteorite expert. If you are a meteorite expert, please let me know how meteorites feel about such taunting. I forgot to grab efficiency modules, so I'm going to go grab those now. I don't know how many meteorite experts I expect exist in the world, but yeah, it's always good to talk to an expert about whether it's good to taunt things. I know talking to child behavioral experts, you shouldn't taunt a child, but I don't think childs are meteors. Children. Children are not meteors, I've had explained to me before. We need more heat shielding, we need more steel. Okay, well. Oh, we need more stone bricks, okay. So we're going back and forth a little bit more than I would perhaps like to at the moment, but all for a good cause. What is this cause, you say? Just building, I suppose. I hadn't really considered that much. And the other thing I needed while I was coming down here was heat shielding. I don't think we've actually got any left because we need to put the steel on the belt. Well, let's put the steel on the belt. So, previously the steel came in from there. So we can do that. Probably don't have enough steel, but we will get there. We've got more than we had. So I'll call that a win. And I prefer not to use my underground belts, given how expensive they are right now for me. They won't be expensive later. But right now they are actually a bit of an investment to build. And I prefer not using them for arbitrary reasons like that. See, that's an arbitrary reason. That's a lot of belts we just simply do not need anymore. And that also means we can... let's just figure out where the steel's supposed to go into. Supposed to go into there. Okay. So if we can do one more underground belt, push into there. That should give us steel. Not a vast quantity of it, but enough to get science back up and running. And honestly, that's all I really wanted. We are being attacked by bugs right now. That's a pretty big attack, too. Nothing major, though. It does seem like they didn't really get far, but it was a decent-sized attack. And so I'm proud of the bugs that they tried, but I do wish they would stop. Steel is coming through quite nicely. I'm very happy with steel, actually. And we are going to... probably best idea to do this. Now we will need to make another iron refinery later, of course, but for now this shall do the job. And sometimes all you need is not inadequacy. Inadequacy is the wrong word. Sometimes all you need is just a good enough attitude. And this is good enough for now. Output priority that way. I don't actually like that. I feel like that's going to go horribly wrong very quickly. Let's just put that down there. My good enough attitude changes when I think I might actually break something almost knowingly. And that's not good enough. When you try to break something, do it intentionally. Don't accidentally break things. That's advice from me to you. You know, it's fine to break things. Just do it knowingly, knowledgeably, sensibly. Okay, we're going to go all the way down to there. We're just going to keep pulling these apart for now. Just because I would rather have these furnaces in my inventory than anywhere else right now. It does look like we've cut some power to a few things. That's okay. You know, you can't make a factory without breaking a few eggs, as they always say. I don't know what sort of factory requires a lot of broken eggs, but that's the one we've got right now. And can we put the charcoal in there as well, or the coal, or the chark, as it's traditionally known as? Okay. So we shouldn't be seeing a lot of iron coming through here. There's still a bit, actually. It's mostly stone, and that's still coming through, and that's fine. I'm happy to let that keep coming through. Maybe even do a little bit of this. Okay, and by now we should have made more heat shielding. So that is ideal. I'm pleased with the concept of more heat shielding. Okay. Because the steel is coming through faster than it used to, which is still not fast, but it's better than nothing. And heat shielding is coming through, and that also means science should be coming through. Which is, you know, you can't sniff at science. It's one of the rules. If you sniff at science, it gets really upset. So don't, it's not only that you can't sniff at science, you shouldn't sniff at science. It doesn't like it. Think about it. You know, would you like it if I sniffed at you? Of course not. You'd be like, ah, shit, he's got the plague. Or something. You know, some sort of plague. A plague of your choosing. Is it bubonic? Maybe. So it appears all this is kind of broken for the moment because these are just... Someone put all this charcoal in here and I don't know who did it, but it means that everything's jammed up for the moment. I don't know who did this, but it was me. Crap, I do know who did it. Alright, but that is most of an iron refinery sorted out. For now. It's not really the end of it, of course, but it's certainly enough to get us started. Now, steel is also something we need more of, because right now we're only making 5% of a belt, not even that, which is a disappointingly low number. But we will be working on that number. That number will grow. And as that number grows, so too will science, progress, and just general happiness. And don't you want more general happiness in your life? Unless you're thinking about the great general happiness who, you know, committed war crimes. You don't really want him in your life, but I don't need to tell you that. We all know about general happiness. Ironic name, that lad. Okay. So the mines are still working. Maybe I should take the coal out of here, because that's probably not doing the best job. We'll take some of the coal out of here and put it somewhere else, where it can be used a little bit more effectively. And that way the coal miner can get its shit done. Because coal miners free resources that we're just wasting if it's not going. And I don't like wasting free resources. I mean, I do it all the time, but it's not the point I'm trying to make right now. I probably don't put the vulcanite in there, actually. I don't know why, but I just feel like something's going to be like, we really wish we had all of this stuff. Okay, so we need another mine. Gonna let those bugs go by. I said, oh gosh. I tried to let you live, bugs. Oh wow, those bugs just sort of come straight around that corner, huh? That's not good. Okay, so copper is running out, so while everything else might be pretty good, copper running out is kind of a... It's big downer, really, if I have to be honest with you. Just gonna pick up a bit more of the shipwreck, because I don't see any reason it should stay there. Let's go get more red belts and see where we go from there. Science is happening though, and that's nice. I don't think science is particularly perturbed by the lack of copper yet. Oh, it's coming. It will be perturbed by the lack of copper, but not yet. So, oh gosh. Another one of these things where there's just crap all over the place. That's alright. Now, for now, I'm not going to... Oh hell, if they come in from that direction, it probably also means this is going to need defending as well. Shoot. Because I don't want them to just destroy my mines. I could also grab some grenades and fly over to... Probably here is where they're coming from. It does look like they're amassing in that direction. So if I come over here and just bomb them out, that might protect the mine for a little while. Probably don't need to. I'm probably going too far away from the actual what I'm here for. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And then we just have like a belt going all the way straight down south. We will need to turn these into just a better system, but we'll worry about that another time. So, grenades. It's time to go bug hunting. First the bugs are hunting me. They're slowly getting through those walls, huh? Not too fast yet. Okay, grenades. We got 160 grenades. Hell to the yes. It's a lot of grenades, actually. And this is just kind of bugging me, so let's just fix that. Great. Okay, 160 grenades. Let's see what we can do with them. I love jetpacks. Actually, let's build 3 more jetpacks while we're on the way. It'll increase my acceleration. In theory, make me just a cooler person overall. I've kind of made this difficult for me a little bit. It's alright. Okay, here we go. Better weapons might be a good thing another day. But for now, this does the job. I was thinking I could also have built some defender capsules and got things sorted that way, but clearly I'm here now and it doesn't matter. My health is reasonable. I throw in a grenade just for effect. I didn't misclick, it was for effect. It's alright. Resources are more or less infinite right now. There's no resource that I do not have infinitely thanks to, go away. Thanks to the core miner. There may be resources later, but if I can get the right planets, should all go away as problems. Okay, good. Ooh, there's a few meteors over there. Oh, hey. Hey, guys, what are you doing? Guys, stop. I don't have any bullets. Ow, it tickles, guys. Stop. I told you to stop. You didn't listen. Okay, I probably need to get some bullets at some point in the near future. Okay, so this is just going to be a copper mine, obviously. I'm not going to worry too much about the furnacing of it yet. But we will, of course, need to worry about that very, very soon. Just not yet, I suppose. All right. And that gathers some ores together. And there will be much parties, as they are not silly cows. I honestly can't say the word ores without thinking of Star Control, sorry. This is a problem I have. It's just because Star Control is such a good game. And ain't no one ever going to convince me otherwise. Okay, so. They're such funny cows. Okay, good. So that'll get my copper ore. Oh, you know what? I made these jetpacks. I should chuck in the jetpacks. So now we've just got 4 jetpacks. Heck yeah. I mean, what's cooler than a man with a jetpack? A man with 4 jetpacks. I mean, if you got a business deal and a man comes to the business deal with 4 jetpacks on, you're like, we're dealing with an expert. We're dealing with a true master of industry here. They're like, how do you know? 4 jetpacks! Oh, shit. Alright, and get power over there, and we should be good. And that should pick up all my requirements quite nicely. I'm kind of annoyed that where I put the power poles just then, but I guess that's the life I live now. That's who I am as a person. Someone who puts power poles there. No, you know what? I can't live with that. It's just too gross. Okay. And in the end, I put them in the right place anyway, so that's fine. Okay, copper coming through. Still not ideal. Probably not refining it quite as well as I'd like to. It is still using coal, but it's happening. Also, I think if we could just do that, just so we can get through this iron as well. Because I would love to be able to just burn down this whole area. There's a lot of coal in there. It's fine. What is holding you? No jetpack fuel? That's a travesty. Thankfully, there's 100 jetpack fuel here. It does appear that coal and vulcanite is slowing down the whole process right now. Which is funny because one of the reasons it's being slowed down... Hang on. Is that even connected to anything? What is that connected to? Is that only connected to inserters? Oh my word. That's probably why this power is not being used very well. Because it's not actually connected. That's still not connected. And now it is. Okay, awesome. This means these are probably actually going for reals now. And that explains why they weren't using their fuel. That's okay. We're learning. Learning things I should have already known, but, you know, as long as learning's happening, it's fine. So at some point I am going to want to get much more iron here, but the plan is work through this mine and then we'll see where we go from there. Do I have the gear for a radar right now? No, I do not. Okay. Keeps telling me that I need to do more navigation satellites, and I'm like, well, I know. Don't be rude. I know. Okay. So more heat shielding. We may almost be at a point where we... I'm just wondering, is this the point soon where we want to actually have a train to further boost this? Don't know if we know of any other iron deposits though, do we? There's another 2.1 million over there, which is actually a pretty big deposit. A little bit too close to bite us there, but nothing too major. Okay. Gonna keep building those. Look, I'm seeing a full belt of iron here. I just want to keep building this, I think. Build this out just a little bit further. Let's build, say, another 4. Get rid of that cliff. Cliffs are dumb anyway. Anyone who thinks otherwise, I'm sorry, I got some bad news for you, but you're a cliff sympathizer, and I can't trust you. I'm sorry if you had to find this out the hard way, but cliffs are not to be trusted. And it's just truth, okay? It's genetics. I've never met a cliff that was actually, you know, a good rock formation. And I'm sorry if this hurts. You know? But that's just how cliffs are. Anyway, I feel like that joke went into a place that actually sounds like I'm actually talking about something. And I want to back away from that joke now. Everyone is welcome here, even cliff sympathizers. Probably. And that is putting through, wow, almost a belt's worth, oh sorry, almost 1/10 of belt worth of steel. But it still helps. That's what we've really got to consider, that more steel is actually the requirement. Copper's going fine. Could be better, but it is happening, and that is the main thing that is required. Copper does look like it's kind of building up actually in a few places, and it looks like the game tried to fire a meteor at us and missed again. I don't know why I decided to do the whole anime thing, but I did it. I'm sorry. I don't know what overcame me. Was it joy? Was it emotion? I cannot. Only that they missed. Okay, most of these research facilities are going right now. This is exciting. That's what we want to see. Steel... I mean, let's be honest, more iron and steel is only a good thing. But we could actually probably do more with some more power. Some more cheap power is probably good. So let's grab a couple of stacks of solar panels and a couple of stacks of accumulators. And we'll see what we can do in the way of getting a bit more just basic power going along. Okay. So we're going to another solar farm like we did up there. Now I know it was hardly the most elegant solar farm anyone's ever seen. It doesn't have cool, you know, the ratios aren't correct and all that sort of jazz, but the point of it is I just want to get it done. And if some trees catch on fire while I'm doing this, I mean, so be it. I just want to get a little bit more power that doesn't need coal or any fuel to run it. That was not as particularly great a forest fire as I was hoping, but then again, it's a pretty dull forest. So, you know, you get what you pay for, as they say. We have too much stone. Alright then. Let's just chuck the stone into here. Got a bit of wood too, I believe. Yeah, we do, but that's alright. A bit of a tree? It is. It's a bit of a beech tree. Gross. Pick up that stone as well. Okay, so we would now like to start doing another solar... Okay, cool. The angle changes slightly when you take to the skies. Land. Fly. Place. Land. Fly. Place. Land. In the water. Fly. No, land. Stand still. Fly. Place. The standing still is important because otherwise you get some drift, and I don't really want the drift happening. The drift makes it very annoying. Okay. So that's given me a decent chunk more of power. It's still requiring more power than the core miner uses. So maybe we do still need more. Well, let's do another row then. Now there will be better solar panels once we get into space, and I look forward to having those. They basically double the efficiency in the same space, and that would be glorious to have, but we need to get to space first. So this will do for now. You know what? This is like that thing with the person tasting the soup and keep putting salt in it without actually putting the spoon back in the soup. We didn't actually connect to the power grid. So anyway, it's better. We are producing 28 megawatts of power from the solar panels alone. Yeah. I mean, we do need a bank of accumulators very, very soon. And maybe that's what we work on now. Maybe that one up. Just one bank of accumulators should be enough. Again, accumulators are another thing that will be improved once we get our ass to space, which I'm very much looking forward to. So we got 730 megajoules of accumulator power available. I really would like to just have the core miner just never have any power issues. So the best way to do that is to cut down trees while flying in a jetpack. That is both cool and reckless. And I love it. Because it reminds me who I am as a person, both cool and reckless. Also, I've run out of solar panels. Something a cool and reckless person often does. I am looking forward to having the... Actually, I'm going to bring it up now because I've been looking around and I want to show you this. So these solar panels do 60 kilowatts, whereas these ones do 400 kilowatts. And I believe they can work on... Yeah, you can put them on land. So they're much more difficult. Heat shielding, low density structured glass, steel plate, lubricant, and chemical gel is actually really easy to get once we're in space. Well, I mean, the way I figure it anyway, from what I've glanced at looking at Finay, it shouldn't be too difficult to get chemical gel and cosmic water. So the only problem is I think they can only be built in space. Yeah, they can only be built in space, so that's actually going to be the real problem. So right now, it almost feels like the main reason I want to go to space is just to build better solar panels. Which does sound kind of funny. Because the thing is, you got to be closer to the sun, and you got to say to the sun, hey, sun, I want to understand you. And the sun's like, oh my. Oh, no one's ever wanted to be so close to me before. And I'm like, sun, I need to know how to trap you. And then that's when the sun realizes you've catfished it. Okay, today in the stream we're talking about catfishing the sun. This is a thing the stream talks about now, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was coming either. I think I'm not going to get rid of these belts entirely when the lines go, because it's going to be useful for the train depot that I want to have. The train depot is probably going to just come in like that. Anyway, I'm still a little bit perturbed about catfishing the sun, but you know, you do what you got to do in this modern age. You have to catfish the sun? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like my father always said, he said, son, you better catfish that sun. As usual, my father did not say anything about catfishing anyone. The sun or otherwise. Anyways. Okay, we've done a bit of research. Awesome. I'm going to keep working on the satellite rocket silo. I know I don't need to race for it. I know there's other things I need to do, but one, I'm excited, and two, just try and stop me. You wouldn't dare. Okay, so the sun is rising, and hopefully, yeah, we should be getting quite a lot of power through solar panels. And I see no reason to use a lot of coal right now, so... Because right now, the planet that we're on, which is called Novus planet. I don't think you can name the planets, which makes me sad. I would love to name the planets, but Novus, it doesn't really, like, solar power will do it just fine. Excuse me? Oh, there's a tree right there. Okay, neat. That's what I wanted to see. Just a random freaking tree. But yeah, Novus is getting what? How do I find out about this? About solar? Yeah, solar's 100%. So, of course, when we get closer to the sun, that'll probably get more. And when we get further away from the sun, of course, it'll get less. Really, if you think about logic just for a moment, you'll figure it out. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I'm sounding really passive-aggressive right now, I'm sorry. But I do believe in you. That is not a falsehood. I believe you can figure out percentages. Okay, so we've built exactly a 1-to-1. So a full belt of iron here will make a full belt of iron here. And we should be seeing that any moment now. Yeah, we're seeing that now. Nice. So we have a full belt of iron coming. Now, unfortunately, half of it does go to making steel. That's okay. We could, of course, put productivity modules in there, and that would slow it down and make it more productive, but quite frankly, I don't think that's required. The other problem we're running into is the iron is trying to go through one yellow belt, which is kind of not enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to have it destroy that. I think it's time we can get rid of these gun turrets. I think that's fine. And the plan is we're going to have the iron come through this line here that we've already got expertly placed. We will probably need to get rid of those bullets at some point, but we're not doing that right now. Okay, so today we're just doing a little... Well, actually, science is happening regardless of whatever we're doing, so this is fine. We're not really building anything new right now, but whatever we do, we're setting up for the future. And the future is important. People talk about it all the time. And you know, if people talk about it all the time, it's probably a good thing. That's the logic I'm going to take away from this. Now, this wall is becoming less and less valuable, so we'll just knock that down in the corner there. I'm actually surprised the core miner is not running right now. Really? Are we still not quite making enough solar? Or did we just not connect it again? No, we connected it. But does it look like the core miner drill goes a little bit longer? Doesn't look like it. Did we actually increase solar power? Yeah, we did. We almost doubled it. Yeah. Well, this is why I really want to... I suppose this is the point of why I really wanted to get the space science solar panels. Oops. Nope. We don't want bullets in there. Okay, so that gets a bit more iron down there, bit more iron throughput, always good to have. So part of the iron's going up there, part of it's going down there. That is wonderful. Now we could, of course, think how are we going to get more steel? And that may be a good question for literally right now. But I think we've done well enough that we don't need to make steel furnaces by hand anymore. I think it is time to advance the tech level and build them by automation. Whoa! That was a bit of drama for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so we need stone. We know that. Now the good news is we have stone already. Bad news is it's not really connected to anything. Where do we put stone? And we could put stone going through down there, and that would probably do the job. So let's do that. And we do have a few hundred of these, so probably don't need to go super fast. We just need to have it going down there. Because there's a few things we need to do to get electric refineries being a literal thing. And also it's good to have these because we're going to need them for another part of Purple Science. Now Purple Science is not like Purple Science in the base game. You do not need to have Purple Science to build the satellite, obviously, since we're getting closer and closer to the satellite in blue. And at no point have we got purple. But it is required for some techs later. So it is still a good thing to have. I still want it, but it is not essential. And that is the thing I want really to take away from that. Heat shielding is good. Okay, you know what? That wall is getting scarier and scarier the longer it goes by. So we're just going to put some fixes on that wall. Maybe even a repair pack. I kind of thought we had a little bit more than one, but that's okay. Okay. So the wall is back to being at full strength, for what it's worth. Do I want more solar power? I just don't like the core miner turns off. Like, I know it's 50 megawatts of power, and that is a lot of power. I'm not saying otherwise. But I do just kind of always want it on. I mean, sure, okay, it's fine that it turns off at night, which does look like is what happens. And that's fine, like, if you're relying on solar panels and you don't have enough accumulators, that is going to happen. And I'm okay with that. Let's just deal with some of those trees. And I don't really count on the accumulators lasting the night through with the core miner going. It's just I don't have the accumulators for it, and quite frankly, that's why I just made the latch. Because I didn't... Ow! Fire! It hurts! Ow! Okay. Sorry. Just being loud for no reason there. Okay, and we're going to need a few power poles. Okay. So... It looks like it runs for a good 20 seconds though, and that does make quite a few resources, so I suppose I'm not complaining too much. Now the problem I've made here, and I've just noticed, is I kind of wanted to build out this way, and I can't anymore because I've built my solar panels there. Nice! Really thought about that one, didn't I? So I guess the only way to build is out this way now. So at first it's pretty simple. All I need is stone. All you need is stone. Okay. Stone is all you need. It's like first build just some ones, then build fives, and then just build everything. At that point I don't give a shit. Okay, stone is all you need. So, what do I need for this? Stone. No. I mean, yes, but also... electric furnaces. Okay, so I need those, obviously. It's a big part of building electric furnaces, you need electric furnaces. Okay, well, first off, I need stone furnaces, so that's the easy part. So they changed the recipe a little bit, that you have to build everything one step up each time. Then steel furnaces, which require stone blocks and steel plates. Now, the good news is we can take steel from there, and stone blocks we haven't actually got where we need them yet. So, that sound effect was very important, I assure you. Okay. So let's just grab some of those. I wonder if it's going to work now. Nope. Nope, don't know why I thought that would work. That was reckless and wild. Okay. There's a tree in the way. It's a... Was that a hangman tree, did it say? That's uncomfortable. Okay, so we want stone. We know that. Also... Shit. I guess we now have to defend this side. It was just one biter, but like they say, one biter is never alone. So we're not going to worry too much about a proper defense with incoming bullets, but we do need to at least have some sort of defensive network. So we got lucky that time. And I don't think we should see it as anything other than a bit of luck. Thankfully, we do have a lot of gun turrets. Actually, hang on. Don't we have, like, bullets over here somewhere? Like, yeah, we could bring the bullets around. Or are we just getting greedy with bullets at that point? They're my bullets. I can do whatever the heck I want with them. You know, they say, when you got bullets, you do what the heck you want with them. Okay, Okay, so I admit it's not the best defense, but it'll do the job. Actually, if we just go, whoop, there we go. So, let's go grab some bullets. Just grab them by hand. I don't like that when you fly, it does actually move you up on the axis. I don't know, the up axis, which would be the Y axis. Yes, that's how numbers work. I don't like that, but it's what it is. Okay, that went well, except for the part where I ran out of bullets. Okay. So let's go back here, and we got some bullets. And we'll just put some wall up, just to make it a little bit safer. And that should hopefully protect these furnaces to some degree. Probably not the best degree, but, you know. If they're defended a bit better than what they were defended before, I suppose that's okay. It's a shame you can't do a timer on latches like an oxygen not included, because I would love to have it going like from this time to this time, turn the core miner on. And that way I wouldn't really need to care what the accumulator was saying. Okay, so I was doing some work. Just get that out of the way. Cool. So what I want is... Actually, you know what? Trees? I can grenade trees. I forgot I had grenades now. Some people would say this is a waste of good trees. I say, it's fine. It's trees. They don't do anything for me. Alright, so... I keep wanting to use the red things, but I don't really want to. You know what, screw it. I want to do it, let's just do it. The whole plan was to not use yellows anymore anyway. And I have offset incorrectly by 1, you might say. But no, this was actually by planned. Wasn't I messed up? I can't even lie about that, can I? But if I do this, then it's fine. Now, this is not really designed for purple science. It'll do the job, but it's not really a long-term fix. The whole point of this, I just want to have these automated to some degree. That is probably way too much. That is probably still way too much, but it'll do. Let's just start getting these going. No reason to not. And then I need to get heat shielding and advanced bullshit on here. Heat shielding and advanced circuits. I don't know why I called it advanced bullshit, but I don't think I'm wrong. Okay. Then we're going to underground some of these boys. Flip that out there. Underground this. Come out that way. Shoot. That hasn't quite worked how I wanted it to. It's alright. In life, sometimes not everything works the way you want it to. This was done for a life lesson for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, and we're going to do a fast inserter here. Because ain't nothing better than a fast inserter. Okay, and that is making electric furnaces. It'll do the job. It's not really a mall situation. I know people love a good mall. I don't really do a mall. I just build things where they need to go and I'll find them later. Does make collecting things a little bit more difficult. One day I will make a proper mall, but I haven't done it yet. The point is, we are making electric furnaces, and we're making them at a decent enough speed. Like, the whole point of this base is just to get things going, and things are going. So I'm happy. You know what they say, as long as you're happy, then it's fine. I just wish I didn't have any sulfur in my hands. Can we just not have any sulfur in my hands, please? What do we need to do? Like, something like this. Oh, actually, I could just go boop, boop. It's fine. No more sulfur in my hands. Wacha! Like a casino dealer. I'm going to show you my hands and show that they're empty. And that way I won't lose my job. I understand that's the thing casino dealers have to worry about. Not just losing their job, just making sure their hands are empty so they're not stealing shit. I understand that's a thing. Whether I'm right or not, I don't know. Okay, we're getting more and more to the point where... What is this line? This line is useless. This used to be the old iron line. But that's frankly not required anymore. We do still have some resources in the corners here, and we will get to them. Yeah, they're coming through. I wouldn't worry about that. The stone could be a problem, but we'll just burn out all the stuff here. Like, what do we have left in here? 3.4 thousand coal. That's actually a lot more than I expected. A lot of coal and a lot of stone still remaining, apparently. Yikes. Alright, so that's done. That's fine. Just the hum of industry over there. It's nice. I like it. Okay, the plan here is to get more electric furnaces. When I can find them. As like, this is why you build a mall, Seif. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I get it. So if we just have 2 lines of these, if I just actually go something like that, I guess I can get rid of those trees. Actually, let's do that. Let's move those out just 1, I think might be a good idea. Just so that way we have a little bit more. Okay. We have a little bit more room to play with on the other side. So we're going to do this, and chuck a power pole down here, here, and here. Okay, science is continuing. Wonderful stuff. Science will continue to continue until we're done continuing? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. And I guess we probably do need to connect it to power because it looks like I've just kind of shot it all apart. So that way we get a little bit more room. So when this one comes out, it can go into a second belt line. And that would be a far more advantageous thing to do. And we've got a couple of trees in the way. That's alright. I expect trees to be in the way. Sorry, just gotta scratch a little bit. Get a bit itchy sometimes, as we all do. A weird thing to say aloud, but hey, here we are. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Dagoo. How you doing? I see you're making use of the cat sound effect. It's a very popular one. It's actually not that popular. I think the most popular one is still the train, but I haven't been hit by a train for a while, and so, you know, I've got to get onto that. I've got to get hit by more trains, but to do that I need to build more trains. So really, that's on me. Don't worry. The murders by trains will be coming. Don't you worry about that, buddy. It's not like I've suddenly become a competent player. Oh no. Okay, we're doing a knock knock sound, are we? Okay. I see you've requested a new sound effect. That is all good, man. We can get that sorted for you. Okay. So that should allow more iron to get brought into my furnaces. You do it like this, that should kind of do the job. It's a little bit messy, just because we don't have the room, but it's fine. Damn. I need robots. I should be researching them, but instead I'm researching something I don't know what it does. Why am I not researching robots? Let's go for robots. Construction. Construction robotics. Look, I need lubricant anyway, don't ask why, but I assure you it's for a very important reason. Robots will die, heck yeah. I choose death by robot. Because, I mean, that would make this placement so much easier than having to do it like this. Is wanting to die by a robot a cultural thing to do? Or have I just accidentally stumbled across a meme? Oh, that's miles away. Yeah, you weren't even close, buddy. Better luck next time, Meteor. Alright then, so... looking good. Let's just get the efficiency modules in. Who knows? Alright, so let's go grab some more efficiency modules. Let's just jetpack our way across the base. Oh man, I love jetpacks. What if I have... do exoskeletons also make my jetpack faster? It's an interesting question that we had not considered. We do also need to get faster inserters, which we just still haven't done. It's another thing that's on the list of things to do, I suppose. I mean, I've got to-do list installed, and I haven't actually put anything on the to-do list, so I think that's funny. And I didn't actually pick up any efficiency modules. That's alright. I fly fast! And they're over here. Probably why I'm still having a bit of power problems, because these, while they are consuming less power than they should, they are still consuming a lot of power. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so this is why you gotta stand still, then fly, then place things. Otherwise, everything gets a little bit skewed up. Also, this is the least tidy electrical wire network I've seen in a while, and I love it. Okay. Now that we've got extra iron coming in, we can expand out the steel. And the steel is what's slowing us down, I believe. We got biters over there on the base where we've got no guns. I guess we just never finished that part of the wall, huh? Well, we just never got around to it. Well, I guess we get around to it now. Okay, big electric engines, those are required. And they got through it too. Damn. Personally, I find a bug that thinks offensive.
Damn brain bugs. Okay, so that's more guns. Rad. What next? You know what, actually, I would like to check something real quick. How much power does this even take? I don't know. I've got no radars. Wow, how much does a radar cost to build? Not much. And we are going to need to build more... what are they called? Electric poles. Copper is still coming through. The real problem is... Oh, this isn't even producing enough coal anymore. Interesting. Also, on a good note, this has all been fully mined out. So that's what we were wanting. But we are not getting enough coal in here anymore. Now that's fine. Aside from the fact that I suppose it's actually not fine at all. Nice. That's how logic works. Actually, hang on, hold up, wait a second. Why is that broken? Oh, yeah, it's like, that's been broken for a while, actually, I've just realized. That's okay. So that's probably why we're running out of coal, because we turned off the... I'm going to say backup coal, but this is where most of my coal is coming from. It's not even backup, it's the main source. Yikes. That's alright, we've got it sorted now. That's the important thing, at least you get it sorted eventually. And we've backed it up as well, just so that way, when inevitably this problem happens again, it won't be quite as bad. So we've doubled coal production, that should go through just fine. Iron is doing well, we've picked up more furnaces, we have not. We're about to. Furnaces are down here. 30 furnaces, that is more than enough for steel. And I've got a radar that I want to plonk down, which can go right here. Now, the question I had was how much power are these furnaces taking? They are still taking 5 megawatts of power. Yikes, I am glad that I got the advice of putting efficiency modules in there, because otherwise I would have no power. I would be burning through coal like there's no tomorrow. And some would say with coal, there is no tomorrow. Getting political on stream. Okay. And then with that, we will have more steel. Lots more steel, in fact. What I want, though. And we're still going to need to put the inserters in, but after that I think we're probably fine for steel and iron for the moment. Let's be honest, we'll never really be fine with these great resources because they are wonderful materials, but we'll be fine for now. There'll always be something that wants more iron and more steel. Can't even make a molten bus anymore. Of course, I did say I would never do that again, so I didn't want to anyway. I actually forgot midway through that sentence there that I said I would never do that again. After what happened last time. It was a bit of a disaster. Yeah, we've got a couple of things there that aren't quite great, but it'll do the job. And we've now got how much of a belt of steel? I don't know, that's electricity. Not even 20% of our belt. And it uses almost a full belt of iron for it. Yikes. But iron and steel are pretty good right now. We are under attack again. Might be time to go teach those bugs a lesson. I've still got 77 grenades. What will the lesson be? Probably stay away from explosives. But what if the explosives come to you? Well, then you've got a real problem, don't you? Oh! Those are medium biters. I am a little bit more scared now. Okay, we got medium biters existing. That's that's probably why they're getting a little bit further in. Okay. It's not a problem. It may sound like I'm anxious, but I'm not. I'm actually very cool and calm and collected. I know what's going on. I know how to fix this problem. Yeah, no worries. Not afraid. And the award for best acting goes to the guy who threw a grenade into his own base. It's okay. We may be getting to the point that we may need to start thinking about putting, making heavy oil and then just piping it around the base for use on my little bitery friends. Alternative suggestions, we could, instead of going the light ammo, start putting armor piercing. That might not be a bad idea. That's pretty easily done too, I believe. All we got to do is... All we got to do is this. Put that there. Put that there. And from now on, every time ammo is used, it'll be heavy, it'll be piercing rounds as opposed to firearm magazines. So it'll take a little while to propagate through the base, but I'm not too worried about that. The core miner is still not running. When did it last run? Almost wondering if we do actually need to start thinking about the copper in a proper refinery sense. There is a lot of research to be doing in blue. And it's not actually a bad idea to... I mean, lasers could be interesting, but they use up how much? They use 800 kilojoules per shot. They could be consuming 1 megawatt each. I don't have that sort of power. I just don't. Electrical boilers, that's not a great use of my time. Maybe more projectile damage, just for the moment. And what's going on with copper? Yeah, copper's a bit slow. We probably do need to actually think about getting that sorted out for the electric furnace. We've got 34 of them. I don't really want this to be relying on coal forever. But maybe it's that time. $28,000 copper in there, so it's not dealing with the copper, it's even getting very quickly. Okay, that's fine. Look, I mean, this looks like a perfect place for a furnace, if you ask me. So let's get the old tree removers, also known as grenades. Get rid of some trees. Make sure I don't get rid of any of my own trees, also known as electric poles. I gotta stop calling everything trees. Ah, it's some furnace tree. I shot myself down with my own grenades. You do that sometimes. Of course, in doing this, this is going to increase pollution problems, but production means pollution, so it's fine. Ow. And that's miles away as well. Cool. This is still doing okay. Now, that's not going to say anything at all because it doesn't quite know what I'm trying to put in there yet. So for now, I'm just going to split this, having learned my lesson from last time. And I'm going to make this come in from the top. Just for now. And once I get these electric furnaces going, we will have a lot more copper, and it'll speed up a couple of other productions. Because even though copper's a little bit dull, you really don't want to run out of it, and we're going to do it properly. Not entirely properly, of course, because we're still doing ores on the inside rather than the outside, but that's what you get over here. That's what how we do it. Sorry. In fact, that's too close. We've gone and messed up there. We didn't need that last one. We were right. Watching speedrunners do this, how they just sort of flick the mouse in sort of a circle and place them, I never get it, and I'm always impressed. I know it's not much of a thing to be impressed about, but I'm impressed by it. And I'm easily impressed. I mean, I don't need to say that. It's pretty obvious after what I just said. They move their mouse in a circle. Wow! It's a square. I've messed up again. Anyway. Look, I'm impressed by circles, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay, and then we go down here, land, fly, go down. Then power poles. See, again, you gotta land before you start doing cool shit. Otherwise it all breaks. Land, fly, cool shit. Land, fly, cool shit. Autosave. Okay, we got more damage on my bullets. That's good. I'm going to... Is that enough damage on my bullets? Just more damage bullets is probably just a good thing. Okay, and all those are turned on except one. We'll put that in the right place. Right, now the question I've got is... Oh, first off, do we have efficiency modules? That's going to produce half a belt's worth of copper, whereas this was producing 1/5 of a belt of copper. So that is an improvement. Secondly, do we have enough efficiency modules? And the answer is no. A resounding no. Okay. Why I make them in a machine. We actually had a shortage of energy while doing that as well, so we might need to actually have either more accumulators very soon or more steam power, because this is not actually cutting it. And if we are running out of power, that is actually a dangerous thing to happen. Okay. Okay, let's just get this copper out of the way. We will also be moving this copper up into the main base, so do not worry about that. It will be resolved shortly. And that can go away, that can go away, that can go away. That is pretty much done. Just place all that down. Awesome. Now this... I wanted to go directly into there. Actually, you know what? I can do that. I'm just going to do it this way. Got to do a little bit classier than the way I was going to do it. By classier, I mean worse. Okay. I don't actually know if it's going to work quite the way I wanted it to. And we will pick up these. That doesn't need to exist anymore. That can go away. Okay, so we've also perfected our copper process. Perfected is probably a little bit ambitious of a word there, but we've improved our copper process. Improved is probably a good choice of words. A better choice anyway. Okay, we've shut down all the power here. That's not really designed, but it's okay. Can we do something with this coal, please? Like, can we just chuck this coal in a box? Great, thanks. We chucked the wood in a box too, but I feel like that would go badly. Okay, and that clears up this section, which gives us a bit more base to work with as well, which I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with it, but it's always nice to have a bit more room. That was powered directly by that, so whoops. Nothing else seems to be broken currently. Pull that all up. Okay. And then finally, I need to move this copper. This is really messy, I'm sorry. Into here. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. So I want that to go into there, and I want this to go into here. I'll put priority that side, though. Then we probably need to power everything, because I think we just connected it somewhere along the lines. We absolutely did. And if that doesn't look like a great attack place for a biter incursion, I don't know where is. Okay, biters are attacking down there. Do I see any bigger biters? Not really, but they are getting through the walls a little bit better, so that's a bit scarier. But that should start resolving this. Means the core miners should be going a little bit better. And that crude oil is really stacking up. There's a couple options for this. I could go an oil refinery and just burn anything it makes into solid fuel. It's not a bad option, but I don't know if it's the right option. We're not currently working on anything space sciencey, so that's a little disappointing, but I don't think we need to all the time. Let's get rid of some of these ores and just things that we've accumulated over time. You know what? Let us put the wood in there. Let's burn through the wood. That wasn't actually going to be as helpful as I thought it would be, but hey. It'll burn through some of it. It'll burn through quite a bit of it, actually. Wood just doesn't quite have the same capacity of energy as coal, I suppose, is really what we're taking away from that. Then let's land here real quick. Just chuck those in there. What else could we really... Oh, we've got some stone tablets. They can go into there to make heat shielding. Yeah, I'm really not sure what we're going to do now. We could start working on getting... I think energy's the problem. But we could start thinking about uranium. That would be an interesting concept. Well, to clear my head, I'm going to go grenade some biters. I think that's the correct action. It's never a wrong action to go and destroy the wildlife. Oh, they got trees too. I knew the two were in league. And, oh look, there's an invasion there. Ow, please let me move. I think I saw a medium biter in there. Yes, I did. They had... Okay, that's confirmed that they have evolved. Before it was just an assumption, now it's a certainty. So maybe I should start thinking about upgrading my defenses to include oil, include flamethrowers. It's an interesting concept, one that we may need to be doing. I don't know if every planet evolves separately. Like, I don't know if when we go to a new planet they're going to be like big biters, or whether the whole evolution thing starts from the scratch again. It would make sense that it would start from scratch, but I don't know if the game's designed that way. Looks like the biters were hit by a meteor at some point. That's funny. I like that. I do not know if I've got the strength to do this. Thankfully, they don't really hurt me that much, but they are still hurting me. My health is low and my keyboard is blinking angrily. The worms hurt, but they're really not the biggest concern. Oh yeah, no, my keyboard's real mad now. Okay. Now I've got a heartbeat sound. That's usually bad. Okay, so we've done some damage. We've killed some of their nests. That's probably good. I wonder if building a few of these by hand might not be a bad idea. Just in case shit goes wrong. People say it's pretty bad if they land directly on you. So let's prepare some of these just in case. Small electric motors, sure. I don't think I need too many of these, but let's just be prepared. And steel plates. Well, thankfully, I think we've got enough steel plate to actually work with now. I mean, look at that. That's a full belt of steel right there. It doesn't make a full belt of steel, but it's provided me a full belt of steel. Okay, so that's good. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? No power? Why does my base have no power at all? Oh, because we've kind of made two separate networks by mistake. Interesting and terrifying. Okay, well, let's connect those two networks together a couple of places, just so that never happens again. Okay, cool. That mean iron probably slowed down. Yep, iron just completely crapped itself. That's okay. Alright. We're back in business. But already iron is getting to the point that... Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on over here, lads? Going for an afternoon stroll, are we? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were going for an afternoon stroll and I ruined it. I don't know. I don't think so. I really should build some better weapons than this. Because grenades are doing okay, but they could be doing better, I feel. Also, I'm badly hurt. I haven't seen any spitters yet. I find that interesting. When do spitters come out? Ow. I didn't even notice those guys. A couple of meteors there. A lot of meteors fall down actually, don't they? Yeah, solar panels just aren't powerful enough. We need to advance them. Thankfully, all that stuff's pretty easy to make once we get into space. Well, actually, fast inserters is probably, and big electric motors are probably a good thing to be building. Okay. Now, fast inserters, I wonder if we could build them here. Where do they cut off, actually? They cut off here? Probably not a bad place to... I think we've got a good space for them right here. Inserter, electrics... Yeah, okay. And that will also then free up that entire belt line, which is nice. And we are going to get into a situation very, very soon where we're going to need to make these better undergroundy boys, but we're not there just yet. So thankfully, if we just put this in here and this in here, I know everyone who cares about efficiency is getting a little bit annoyed at the spaghetti base, and I would apologize, but I'm not gonna. Does that make me a bad person? Up to you. Maybe. Probably. Yes. Okay, and we need some iron plates. Now the good news is... I don't really know what the good news is after that. We split this. Just do it like that. Then we should have these. There's a couple of options here. One, we're going to put them in a box. Just a wooden box. Just get rid of some of that wood. We're also going to do a trick. Heck yeah, I know you love tricks. Because then we're also going to make filter inserters. Well, if we're going to make filter inserters, why bother? Just make stack filter inserters. Like, why go to all the hassle? Like, yeah, sure, they take 3 times the power, but whatever. Power's invisible, I was about to say. And I'm like, you know what? Power is invisible. Heck yeah. What else does that need? It needs cogs. Yeah. Okay, so we need cogs and iron. Easy enough. So... Wait, we don't need iron. We need advanced circuits. So cogs and advanced circuits. So cogs are there. And advanced circuits are there. We could also bring in the iron from here. Just bring that back up there. Some good spaghetti right there, if you ask me. I don't think you did, but if you did ask me, I'd say that's some good spaghetti. They're not called cogs, they're called gear wheels. It's a shame. Cogs is a much better word. I love the word cogs. You know what you're getting with them. Cogs, specifically. And because I have no regard for human life, I'm going to do it this way. I feel like this factory gets more and more spaghetti every day, and I love it. I have no regrets for the spaghetti of this factory. I mean, not yet. Give me like a few more hours and there'll be so many regrets. But we're not there yet. So that is going to be my stack inserters, which we know we're going to need a lot of those. Probably 4 stacks of those should be fine for now. And we're going to put that there in a box. So this is actually pretty good. We're actually making some progress here. I was a little bit worried that we weren't making progress on anything, but we are. And then we need our assemblers, which are very obviously here. I've got to get around to making assembler 2s as well, now that I think about it. And we also want stack filter inserters. So then we have the holy trinity of inserters. That could probably be faster. Okay. And then we could probably even stop using regular inserters anymore and just replace them all with filter inserters. No, not filter inserters, sorry, that's... Wow, what a world that would be. Fast inserters. I think that's where we're going to go. We still want long-armed inserters. They're actually very, very useful. And of course, we're going to need to put these in a box as well. And we do not need too many of these, I'd imagine. We're still going to go 4 stacks as well. Yeah, that'll go all right. And we'll put those in there as well. Yeah. So those should all be all the inserters we need. Fast, long, stack filter. I just don't think we need regular filters. And with that forbidden knowledge that we have acquired, we can get rid of inserters. Now I know fast inserters do take double the power when running, 46 versus 13. That's more like triple actually. Yeah. The minimum consumption is 500 watts versus 400 watts, which I don't really care that much about, honestly. So that puts us into a new world of possibilities. Also, I don't need this much heat shielding. What the heck is going on there? Just chuck that in there, please. And I think that was when I was doing some weird building before. Great. So that is a good little logistics point. I'm wondering if I want to do something. I was wondering if I should have little counters above these. I don't think it's really necessary. Could do though. It's not necessary. We've got fast inserters, we've got stack inserters coming. They're a bit slower. I mean, I guess the next thing is we make the assembly machine 2s, don't we? Because quite frankly, they just need to exist. Okay, technology, still happening, slowly. Lab research speed, honestly, probably at this point that's where we want to go. So we are continuing to advance, and you know what? Let's put some efficiency modules in the things that we can, because quite frankly, we've got them, and if we can save a bit of power, that does result in more power for my... Can I put an efficiency module in here? No. I was like, hang on a second, I could reduce that by 80%. No, I could not. But it was a good thought. And I know it's a thought someone's going to bring up later. Looks like steel is done for. We may be done with... Oh, you know what? There's a little bit of steel left. Okay, that's fine. Get that sorted. Get that out of the way as well. And then I'm pretty sure we're done with this section after this. There really shouldn't be much left after that. And then we've got this big chunk of base that I don't know what we're doing with. Which is exciting, actually. I'm pleased with that. And we're going to keep the lines open here. How are we going with this? Accumulator charge up, accumulator charge down. Okay. More solar panels, perhaps. Why do I have so many single-cylinder engines? I do not need to carry those around. But actually, I do want to carry those around, though. And I'm going to put a box down that can hold some crap. Crap box. You know, every time I build... Oh, no jetpack fuel. What? I burned through 100 jetpack fuel? Oh no. I have to walk like a plebeian. It's bugging you with the copper ore priority input up north? Oh, I'll have a look at it. Not a problem. Let's have a look. What do you mean? Copper ore input priority. What do you mean, sorry? Do you mean like how just... Oh, priority? You mean that prioritizes the core as opposed to the field? Or is there something else that I'm missing? Don't you worry, you're more than welcome. If you see something wrong, please speak up. If you think there needs to be more lights, absolutely speak up. Like, it's all good. Don't you worry. Not exactly a game with a lot of story. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on there? Oh, that's clever. I like that idea. You know what? I'm going to do that. That way I can see how much fuel I've got. I like that idea. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, look, the idea goes to everyone. If you see something in the base that doesn't make... If you see something in the base that makes you, I don't know about that, let me know. I do miss a lot of things. Not intentionally, of course. And if it makes the viewing experience better for you, I mean, I would rather do it. Yeah, just to make people a bit happier. If, however, your advice is make the base better or less spaghetti, I got some bad news for you on that one. The base is unfortunately irreversibly spaghetti. Split input from the south should be input priority. South of what? Oh! Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's output priority. You're quite right. Thank you. That's a common mistake. That's probably why it went through the core 2000 so fast. Oops. Fine. I thought it got through there pretty quickly. Didn't quite figure out why. Oh well. So at some point, once this is burned through all the copper ore, it will turn into a bastion of trains, much as this one will. This one's actually going pretty okay for the moment, but I see that it is beginning to really get through some of the outskirts. And that's normal, it will get through the outskirts first. But I mean, how much ore is left in this? 4,000, oh sorry, 400,000 ore. So plenty of ore remains. But it's gonna be a little bit lighter. And as this decreases, of course, yeah, oh my goodness, I've accidentally increased the sensitivity of my mouse. So yeah, as this gets a bit lighter, we'll definitely need to get there. Like, before this was able to sustain most of the belt, but now it's just not. Which is fine, I suppose, but I probably do need to get it fixed up. Now, the advice, yes, I remember this now. Let's put process fuel there. It's good advice. And let's put some stone bricks around. Man, I need more inventory space. Probably something coming up for that. I mean, at least it's not C block where I had to carry like a whole bunch of stuff around and I never had the inventory space. Like, it's a bit better than that, but it's not much better. Again, the problem might lie with the user rather than the game. Because I've still got these single cylinder engines for some reason. The small electric poles, which quite frankly need to be upgraded to medium electric poles. I got a wood on me, that's nice, that's rare. Oh, that's right, I got this media point defense system that I really did want to put down somewhere. Particularly where I think I might get shot, which is here. Now that covers most of it. Now we're only going to put one bullet in it because the moment where I realize I don't actually have a follow-up line. Okay, so the foundry will be fine. Potentially. It's a 50% hit chance they hit the meteor, so maybe those aren't good odds. You know what, I've always been a lucky son of a gun, so maybe it'll be fine. Of course, I've also been very unlucky sometimes, so I don't know if I should ever rely on my luck, positive or negative. As the line goes, I thought you said you were lucky. Luck doesn't imply good luck. You can be bad luck as well. Imply is the wrong word. It doesn't mean only good luck. Okay, so we are lowering the things that we're carrying around, so that's something. Okay. Anyway, I am going to be back in just a couple of seconds, so don't go anywhere. And yeah, just give me a moment. And I'm going to go a little bit longer today. I'm just going to let my wife know. I'm going to go get permission. I'll be back in a second. I've been given permission, so I shall continue. All right, let's get this all fixed back up again, and we'll continue. Rad. Okay, so we've got lab research coming up very, very soon. Probably get some healing on to me because I am still injured. I don't like being injured. Hurts.
mean, go figure, right? So let's go get some raw fish from this polluted lake. That can't go wrong. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, that was a really cool sound glitch there. Let's increase my tool belt size, just get 5 more inventory slots. It's not as much as perhaps I wanted, but I'll take what I get. Thank you. Okay, so we need some wood. How are we going with science, actually? Science is going pretty good. Green is a little slow. We could always productivity module these. I don't know if it's necessary, but we could. And sometimes that's just the nice thing, knowing that you could do something. Okay, what do we do now? Big electric motors are fun, however, we don't have any lubricant. So, I think it's time to start thinking about lubricant. Thank you. I have been given almonds from my cat bowl. Here they are. Because I am a cat. And cats eat almonds, apparently. Pretty sure they shouldn't, but I'm not actually a cat. Sorry I lied to you this way. Okay. So, the next step of my global domination plan is to change these from making only petroleum to making... I actually don't know what's best. One of each, maybe? One of each. Okay. And we are going to need storage tanks, which require more iron plates. Well, that's good. We need iron plates anyway, I suppose. Those are not iron plates. Why is that damaged? Don't know. And 2 pumps. So now the good news of this is actually pretty simple compared to anything C-Block gave me. And part of me rejoices over this fact. A part of me is all of me. Okay. And also, so that can just go straight into there. Let's go like that. This is probably not the most elegant way to do this, but I frankly don't care too much. I just want to get it done. And there's probably ways to crack it. Well, there is ways to crack it, and it'll be a little bit more efficient, but quite frankly, that's not required at this point. Okay, so petroleum, we've got heavy oil, and we've got light oil coming through. Nice. I probably need to keep an eye on that. I want to try something actually. Let's try this mod with the Nixie displays, or whatever the hell it's called. Cathodes, Nixie tubes. Because can they actually display what's in each one of them? I don't know, but let's find out. So we'll let the tool build finish, and then we'll play around with it for a bit. Just for a bit of fun. Okay, so this one shouldn't take too long. We have got a few more inventory spots, that's nice. I don't think we'd go too far wrong by building up some more solar panels. Just while we're here. You know, when in Rome, build some solar panels. That's what they always say. Anyone who's been near Rome would tell you the same thing. I've never been to Rome, obviously, because I can't build solar panels and they won't let me in anymore. But if I went to Rome,
that's what they'd tell me. They're like, hey, Seif, are you here to build solar panels? And I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. And be like, good, because otherwise it'll be the end of you. And I'd be like, obviously? Anyway, so I don't want to go to Rome. Too scary. Too many solar panels. I know nothing about Rome, if that wasn't immediately obvious. I'm just making shit up. So if you're like, wow, really? Rome has a lot of solar panels? Where did you get this information from? Nowhere. I'm just talking shit. Welcome to the channel. Okay, and done. And we're slightly out of poles, that's fine. We do need to probably build medium electric poles, big electric poles, and then see where we go from there. But anyway, let's build some of these Nixie tubes, Nixie things, and see how they work. So I want the small ones because they give a smaller number, but they give 2 numbers per unit. A little bit smaller and cuter. So, the plan is, let's see how this works. I've tested it for a few things, but if we go like this, enable condition, that's petroleum gas, so gas. 2395. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so then if we connect this one, yeah, so that way it reads it and it knows how much is in there, so you can just see the numbers. I don't know if this is a huge frames problem, but it's pretty heckin' cool. Which I love this mod. I was playing around with it the other day and it's like, oh, you can see how the numbers are going. So anyway, I'm going to build a few more of those now that it does actually work the way I wanted it to. You can also color them. I don't know if I necessarily need to do that, but... And I also like the fact that it reads the one next to it. Like, only this one's connected and it reads the ones next to it, so it understands that. Which I think is really neat. It's a really nifty thing. So that's light oil. Light oil is not changing quite as much because I'm not actually using it. I don't know why it's flicking between a couple of numbers. That's strange. And one more. Personal roboport. Sort of useful, I suppose. That's actually one thing I was needing. And then we can start building our construction robots, which need flying robot frames. So honestly, I think that is what we want next. That seems like a good thing to do. I am choking on an almond. It's the way I always knew I'd go. Okay, so there we go. We can see how much oil is in here just at a glance. So if one of these fills up, we'll know what's going wrong. And, I mean, it's just a fun thing to do. Okay, so, construction robots. What do they need? I believe the answer is they need... Excuse me, sorry. They need big electric motors. Batteries, we've got those. Big electric motors, we need lubricant. How do we make lubricant? Real easy. It's just heavy oil. Or cryonite slush, but we don't have cryonite yet. Cryonite's an interesting resource that I'm looking forward to getting at some point. Because it's used for a lot of coolants. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting resource. Anyway, before that, there's a problem. Let's get the chemical plants, and we actually don't have any of them right now, which is fascinating. So let's go get some steel and go from there. Thankfully, there's a lot of steel available. Okay, good. We will, however, have to get rid of one of our jetpacks when we build that, but that's just life. Mining production. I can't imagine how that's going to harm us. So let's just get more mining production up. You know what? I like these Nixie tubes. They're cute. I know I already said that, but it took me like a little bit longer than I care to admit on how to figure out how to do them properly, but... And I mean, I know, you saw me do it, it's not difficult, but man, I was really struggling with it. I was watching tutorials on circuitry. This is unrelated to the Nixie tubes, but I was watching tutorials on circuitry and I was like, wow, that's all amazing, but why do I want to do that? And I don't know yet, but I figure I'll find out. Okay, so we're going to... Thankfully, lubricant doesn't really need much else, and that may be too much lubricant devices, but that's okay. Like they've always said, you can never have too much lubricant. Don't know what they were talking about, but they told me to leave the party and I wasn't invited. I was very confused what was going on that party. They were wearing masks. It was very confusing. They knew who each other were, so I don't know why they're wearing masks. Anyway, enough of that joking being creepy. So, lubricant is being made. Awesome. Now we can make our big electric motors. However, lubricant is being made quite some distance away. Probably fine. Part of me thinks I would love to get some landfill coming through here. But I really don't know how I'm going to do that at this point. I know what another way of dealing with this is I could just go cut through here and remove some of these solar panels. That's not really going to be too much of damage. And that might actually be the best way to do it. So let's do that. So if we do that, there we go, and that gets the lubricant through. Because they always said the best type of lubricant is solar power. Don't really know what they were talking about on that one. Okay, you know what? I gotta stop making these dumb lubricant jokes. They're not funny. We all know that. All right. Was I making them because I thought they were funny? Not really. Okay, so lubricant coming through. Hell to the yeah. Big electric motors. Not big spitters. I don't know why writing big wasn't working. What else small electric motors needed for? Quite a few things, in fact. They're needed for space transport belts. Okay. At some point, I'm going to need... Stops your items from floating away. Ah, shit. Is that something I've got to worry about? Maybe. Space platform scaffolding, I'm going to need a lot of that too. Maybe I should be rushing that to just start building it, because I'm going to need a lot of that. Okay, big electric motors. We could potentially build that out here. So, as we were looking at, let's just favorite that. We don't need those anymore. Let's just get rid of the things we don't need as well. Okay, big electric motors. Electric circuits, easy. Small electric motors, well, I mean, obviously. These are needed for a lot of things, so... Are they needed for anything that... They're needed for a lot of things, but I don't know if they're needed for a lot of things in bulk. I mean, these are needed, I think, for science. Yeah, they are. So... We do need a few of them, but we don't need a lot of them. Like, we don't need them all, like, constantly. So something that sort of backs up would be enough, usually. Whereas small electric motors are needed for quite a few things constantly. So small electric motors are more useful. Okay, so, you know, getting away from the point here. We need steel plate, we need small electric motors, and we need electric circuits. Electric circuits, that's easy. We've got them coming through here. We can spaghetti them through that way. Iron, same dealio. We can pull that through there. Not a problem. Small electric motors, therein lies an issue. They are there. So we could... Actually... Could we bring that in with the steel plate? Could do. Okay. Actually, it'd be kind of funny. We could just split them and have them both steel plate and small electric motors coming together. I like that idea, actually. That seems nice. They can be friends. And I like it when parts of my base are friends. Okay. So we're going to take that out of the bus at this point. It's been in the bus for long enough. We're going to grab a whole bunch of these because, quite frankly, we're going to need them. We really do need to get upgrades for the splitters and the fast ground belts at some point. Don't know quite when that's going to happen, but it does need to happen at some point fairly soon. Okay. It has missed me once again, but once again it has made an attempt. I appreciate the attempt for murder. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put a couple of lights down because it's been a while since I put some lights down. It's not even dark. How do I even know if the lights are in a good place? I don't. Maybe I shouldn't be putting lights down literally right now. That might be a stupid time putting lights down. Okay. Someone remind me when it gets dark again to put lights down, please. You don't have to. That's not on you, obviously. A curse to you and your family for not telling me about lights. Yeah, that's not your fault if that happens, obviously. I always remember there's like a thing where, you know, it's really easy to say to someone, remind me to do this. And these days I'm like, remind me to do X, Y, Z. But if you forget to remind me X, Y, Z, it's not your fault that that you've forgotten to tell me, because I should be remembering on my own. And I think that's like just an important courtesy thing to offer people, that if I forget about this and you forget about this, I am the one still at blame here, not you, because this is my mistake. And I think that's important. When I get to flying robot frames, they're not too much different, actually. You just need to get batteries into the whole dealio. Okay. At the end of this, I just want some electric circuits, please. Okay, cool. There'll be something that wants plastic out of nowhere. I'm like, haha, I planned it all along. No one will think I had. Okay, so we're gonna go big electric motors. Cool. And then if we do it like... nope, that one to go down, like this. And then like this. That works pretty well. Only thing I might want to change there is... I think I might do like... I kind of want that to be a full belt. No, it'll be fine for now. Okay, and just connect that up. Okay, and so big electric motors are being made. Fantastic. Why? Don't know. But what we're going to do is we are going to then output them, which is a very important thing to do when you make something. And we're going to do a couple of things here. One, we are going to make a box of big electric motors. Because quite frankly, big electric motors we don't often need, but when we need them, I want to have them. So we're going to do a little bit of a buffer chest here. We can productivity module them. No reason for that, but we can, and that's cool. Okay. Then we start thinking about flying robot frames, which is, of course, pretty heckin' cool. Now the good news is we can mostly we'll let those stacks build up. Not too worried about that right now. What we're going to do is if we could bring... Here's the thing. If we could bring batteries... Oh, fudge. Batteries are miles away. You know what? We've got a way to get things through. We just cut through our own solar panels. We could even use the same gap that we used for... We could have if we didn't just have like it split on different sides there. Eh. Okay. So what we could do is we could bring batteries in down here. How often do we need batteries, out of curiosity? I imagine a lot more than we actually thought about. Yeah, batteries are needed for things. Ah, man, they're needed for us to use. Of course they are. Actually, batteries are easy to manufacture. Actually, batteries are easy to manufacture. All we're going to do is get sulfuric acid, copper, and iron, and we got batteries. There's copper. There's iron. Yeah, ha 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 ha. We'll make new batteries. We'll bring the sulfuric acid down. That'll do it. I've gotten tangled up in a cable. Okay, we're good now. Okay, so we're going to make new batteries. Using the power of sulfuric acid. Just keep hitting buttons until one of them works. Excellent, we got there in the end. Actually, we've already got sulfur on the line, right? In fact, sulfur's down here. Oh, shit. 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 Stop it! Whose fault is this? Okay, so, I didn't think they were going to attack there for reasons that I think are very obvious. Just didn't consider that they could. Okay, so let's build a wall. It's a good wall. It's really defending the structures that I need defended. Okay, so that went wrong for some reason. Don't know why. We may never know why, honestly. You know, sometimes things get attacked and there's nothing you could have done to stop it. Anyway, I'm gonna need to go get some bullets. I'm curious how the bullets are going. Like, they are starting to... No, they're not really propagating outwards like I thought they would. Okay. I mean, if I do that, they'll start propagating out a little bit better. And do we carry gun turrets on me? Yeah, we carry 31 of them. That should be enough for a while. We could probably start thinking about getting rid of some of these walls, and when we get the construction bots, that's something that's going to be a lot easier to do. But right now, don't really need to consider it too much. The point is you could if you wanted to. And we're just going to do a little bit of a... No, so close. A little bit of a switch there. And can we just grab some bullets out of that? Great. I'm pretty sure something got 200 bullets there, and I didn't want it to get 200 bullets. Yeah, you don't need 200 bullets, buddy. Okay. So that should be mostly protected from evil biters attacking me for literally no reason. Oh, it's their home! Yeah, well, their home should be... They should move. They don't like... Oh! Oh! What are they doing? Let that one get a kill. That's got 2 kills. Looks like they did attack there at some point. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like this is getting more and more into a dire situation the further it goes. Not that it really matters too much, but I would prefer not to have... Well, I guess they're all running, so I guess that's something, isn't it? I don't know why I checked that side. That was clearly never going to work. And you know what? I don't think I... Oh, actually, how's this mining going? Oh, it's looking sadder every day, isn't it? Few hundred, 900. Jeez, 900 still. Still 1,500 stone and 133 coal. That's alright. It'll be done before you know it. Iron's all done though, so let's get that out of the way. Iron is all done. Wonderful. Very pleased about that. That part just not being bricked over kind of bothers me, and we'll fix that right now. Like, I know my bricking hasn't been great, but we got to do a little bit better than that. We've got to show the planet that we mean business, that's what I'm saying. But when we mean business, we're sort of a half-assed business, really. Okay. I forgot I had all these pipes here. Wonderful. I need pipes. Iron still coming through. Yeah. Oh, we've got some concrete there, it looks like. Neat. Got attacked, but it wasn't really a big attack, so nothing to worry about. How quickly does this drain these days? Still pretty darn quick. Damn. If I can get that better solar panels though, that'll be all resolved pretty quickly. Alternatively, I could just fix up other stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, sulfur was something I was thinking about. Sulfuric acid, which is sulfur and water. Both are pretty abundant. And chemical plants, which are also pretty abundant.
if I had bricks, which you'd think I'd have a million of them, but for some reason I just didn't. Bricks, there we go. Okay, bricks. It's happening. Okay, we've got a bunch of concrete on me for some reason. That's cool, I suppose. There we go, now we don't. Got a bunch of stone on me as well. We're gonna get rid of that too. Man, you really burn through a lot of those resources when you do that. Okay. Chemical plants, we need those. At some point it might be good to automate those. And we're going to be needing some small motors. Thankfully, we've got a couple of those available. Just a couple. Okay. So the sulfur can come through. That's not a problem. We do need water. How much sulfuric acid do we need, actually? Is that a common thing? It's needed, but never in huge demands. Like, 1 sulfuric acid to mine a little bit of stuff. Like, yeah, sulfuric acid is needed, but never huge demands, so that's okay. That's what I wanted to see. We need an offshore pump. Man, I used to have to carry those on me all the time, but that's C-block for you. Okay. And we gonna need the sulfur. Which also apparently needs to go underground here. Okay. Power that sucker up. We have sulfuric acid? No, we don't. Oh, we need iron as well, don't we? Shoot. Nope, that's not a problem. It's right there. Well, we needed iron anyway for batteries, so if we... No, it's fine. I was about to try and be smart there. I was like, that's probably a bad idea. Never try to be smart. Usually where your mistakes happen. Okay. So that'll give me my sulfuric acid. I don't know why it needs iron, but then again, there's probably some scientific reason for it. Not that the game is, of course, based 100% on science, but there's probably some reason. Okay, so sulfuric acid created again. Good. Then we can make batteries, which are pretty easy to make, but you do need to use assemblies too, which I still need to automate. That's the wrong sort of batteries. Those are personal batteries, which... That's right, they're made in chemical plants. We're under attack. Probably need a radar up there at some point, but it's probably fine for now. Okay. Sulfuric acid come in. On hindsight, I don't think we actually need to do that. We could just do something along the lines of this. Really tidy stuff. Then all we need to do is that. Just tidy that up a little bit. Good. And then we have a slight problem of how do we get the batteries out of there. It's not a big problem, but it's one that I hadn't considered. Okay, then we do it like this. Nope, missed me again.
I always have to check though, because I'm always excited for the day that it's going to hit me. Oh no, that was possible. Yeah, that was fine. I just got scared. And then it can go like that, and then we got batteries. Especially once they're connected to power. Okay, we got batteries again. So, now we have big battery, oh sorry, big electric motors. What are we trying to build? This. Flying robot frames. Okay. Last battery doesn't have an inserter? Oh, you're quite right. No, wait. Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Whoops, thank you. No, you are not mistaken at all. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so flying robot frames. That's what we need now. Now, we've got everything that we need here. We've got batteries, we've got electric circuits, we've got big motors. The factory must grow. Heck yeah, pollution means production. I just like saying that one. Okay, so I really want a space manufactory. We are under attack. We're here. That's probably one of the weaker parts of the main base. So battery, big electric motors, we can just connect those two together. The factory must spaghetti though, unfortunately, is another motto I've got, which is probably not a great one. The factory does not forget, the factory must spaghetti. That's not a real thing that people say, but whatever. Flying robot frames, now... Oh, construction bots are actually pretty easy to build. Much easier than I had anticipated. Okay, and steel, because we don't really want to grab the motors again. Okay, and at this point, we've got something pretty nice. This is so spaghetti. This whole area is just terrible. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I don't know why I said that. So these take a long time to build. That's okay. I really do need to get assembly 2s up and running, and maybe that's the thing I leave for the next session, but we've still got a bit of time left. What if I did it this way? So we go do. I don't have time to figure out how that's actually supposed to work. Do. Okay, so that'd be construction bots. The most useful of bots and the least lazy of bots. They're also going to be very slow, but that's okay. Flying robot frames. And then you power that sucker up and you should have robots. These are still making things? Yes, but they're slow. Yeah, fine. Yeah, they're still dealing with the bugs. Why are these not happening? Oh, because I didn't connect it properly. Okay, well now it's happening. So we want a box full of construction bots. Full might be a slight exaggeration. 2 stacks, probably all we need for now. Then we need to start thinking about personal roboport, which needs batteries. But where am I going to get batteries from? Planned it all along, I'd like to say. No one believes me. A couple of batteries. How many construction bots? Let's give me 10. Missed me again. Got close though. Okay. So, let's take out one of the jetpacks. I know, I'm just as sad as you are. How much more would it take to... What does the next piece of armor require? Power armor. I mean, that's doable. Okay. but we want to put the battery pack in there. Oh, that gives me more inventory, does it? Nice. Wait, what? Oh, no, it doesn't give me more inventory, just gives me more information about the grid. That does make more sense. And then we're going to go 5 solar panels. So sadly that'll slow down my flying, but that's just life. There's nothing you do about it. Sometimes you just got to fly slow. Fly slow, smell roses. That's what they say. Okay. What next? Well, I mean, power armor is an option, and quite frankly, processing units, very good stuff. And this will also make some of those little fiddly things with inserters a lot easier to build. After that, I mean, more iron is probably required. The iron train is going to start being required very soon. Productivity in these is 20%, which gives me 20% more ore from every ore field, which is nice. I won't lie. As these begin to extend away from the main furnaces, that should make things easier. Okay, it's nighttime. I've just remembered I can put some lights down. Just to make things a little less gloomy. Make sure the bugs know that civilization is here, and they should stay the heck away. Out of curiosity, how's my oil going? I don't know, let me just fly over and just glance at it. Light oil's actually going a bit high, but it's not too bad. You know what? Those Nixie tubes, totally worth checking out. I'm very proud of them. Maybe I need to put a light down next to them, actually, just make it a little bit easier to read. We are having problems with blue signs right now. Really? Why? It's not problems so much as it's just slow. Okay, well, we can fix that pretty easily. Probably need to carry some green circuits on me, which I would have thought we would just have, but we don't. We could also speed module them, of course. That would probably speed them up a bit. But I mean, even just what I've done was increased speed by like 50%, so probably okay. Okay. I would like 10 robots, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need to count them, I can just see them up there. What am I doing? Okay, 10 robots. Heck yeah. Processing units are not going to be too difficult to build. Oh my goodness, I am so glad I'm not playing C block. Okay. I know I keep saying that, but it's just like, I remember the ordeal from those bloody things and just how much it hurt, and I am so much happier. Of course, I've got to worry about miners now, so... Oops. Sorry. I didn't realize you were in here. Oh, how much did I just cut power to? Not much, just a little bit. Okay, a lot of this is going to be tidied up very, very soon. I always love those little underground parts where they're not actually going anywhere anymore. I always find that just adorable. Like, there was a plan there once, and now it's sort of just went meh. We got 270 uranium sitting there. Is it worth thinking about nuclear fuel? Maybe just a centrifuge. Just centrifuge that bad boy. I probably don't even have that tech, actually. I do not have that tech. Never mind. A relatively safe place to play with radioactive material. Okay, that's a terrifying statement if I ever heard one. We could always prepare what the heck's it called? Vulcanite. That makes more sense. I could always get vulcanite and bring it in. Does it make steel? That's the question. Oh yeah, look, I'm just happy doing what I'm doing, honestly. I know every time I bitch and complain, oh, it's so difficult, I'm like, no. There's mods that make everything harder. Like, yeah, C block was tough. And even when I was playing C block, I was like, C block's tough. People are like, just be glad you're not playing Pi. And I'm like, okay. I did some research and went, yeah, I don't want to play that. So, I mean, I wonder if people who play Pi go, just be glad you're not playing Pi times 3. I don't know if that's a thing, but, you know, it's one thing I've learned about Factorio players, and I am one of them. Masochism is kind of unfortunately a trait that we share. We say it's not, but we're totally into it. And we say well, no, we're not. We just don't. There's reasons, okay? Don't worry about it. And then we just get a dumb shit. So I'm gonna get rid of this oil because. Well, actually, hang on. Did I just get rocket fuel? I did get some sort of solid rocket fuel. So I could just start making solid rocket fuel. Is that a good idea? No! Gonna do it anyway, though. Okay. So we're only gonna build one of these. We're gonna get water in from here, because it's already there anyway, might as well do it. This is a plan that I've only just come up with on the fly, and that's... You always know those are good plans. Probably more light is important here. Any plan that you come up on the fly about making rocket fuel next to an absolute monster of a machine, you're like, yeah, this is a good plan. Okay, so I don't have a lot of room, but it should be enough. Now, I forgot to put my solar panels in. Okay, the solar panels are now in. Now, fuel refineries. We want 2 of those. Maybe even 3. 2 for now. They need a lot of small electric engines. Thankfully, we have a lot of small electric engines. There we go. Lovely. If I had to take a guess, I would imagine rock fuel is probably created in the fuel refinery. Yup. Okay, well, I guess we need 4 fuel refineries then? Logically? Oh, fuel refineries are bigger than I expected. Okay, that's fine. What if we turned that area into a fuel refinery center? A big space for a lot of nothing. Probably fine for now. Petroleum gas, heavy oil, okay. Stop flying, the emissions are just killing my vibes. Alright, and there we go. And then this. Now this we want... Ooh, liquid rocket fuel. Made out of... Okay, whatever. So that goes there, and then these bad boys, the baddest of the boys, as we know, they're just going to come out here, and they're just going to be directly fed into there. And then we're going to power it. Okay, so that gives us rocket fuel. Now, if there's one thing I know about the world, that when you have a lot of rocket fuel, you've got to put it in as big a container as you got. You know, I've built this, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, I've done this wrong. I really have.
because I should have built it towards the space, because it's got this huge space here that's not even going to be used very soon. Oh gosh, I really wish the flying with the jetpacks didn't use like so much smoke. It's impossible to see anything sometimes. You know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I just want to get this out of the way. Just going to build 3 speed modules, and we're just going to chuck them in there. Okay, so we are going to stop this for now. As a proof of concept, it's good. As a what the hell have we done, it's bad. So we can improve that. I'm going to improve it by making it in the right bloody direction. As I said, the idea was good. The placement was terrible. So logically there should only be 312 left. There is. Okay, and that's just going to burn through that super quick. Then we can get rid of a lot of this, tidy this up, and this can be the fuel refinery. Now I want this to be the fuel refinery because I would love my first ship to be launched near my... The little construction bot did some work! Good job, little dude! I'm sorry, I was just overjoyed by that. I forgot they did that, and I'm so pleased. I'm so excited. Anyway, back to your usual scheduled, calm, concise, and non-repetitive dialogue that you expect from SeiferKatt. There's still plenty to go. I'm not going to stand there and watch it. I also need to do something with this stone. Maybe I make some landfill out of it. Landfill takes forever in this one, though. But maybe that's the reason you do it. Maybe that is the plan. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I don't need a lot of landfill. Yes, I do actually. Well, I don't know. It's good to have. What is it called? Sorry, I'm just having a moment where I'm just like, what is landfill called? Well, landfill. I actually don't have the tech for it. Okay. That was unexpected. I guess because I saw how much it took and I was like, no. I'm going to put a strong box there. And it's just going to sort itself out. The iron... Let's start tidying this up now, because this is going to be our fuel refinery. But everything else is sort of running low here, isn't it? Charcoal can actually come out this way. Gonna do a little bit of a fun sweep, but that's okay. You come to expect that here. The bots are repairing things. Love them. Good job, little bots. I've got too much coal. That's alright. This is not the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last. I really need to upgrade the bots so they're a bit faster, because I'm going to start losing them. It's alright. Okay, good. You know, can we upgrade the bot speed now? Not follow robot count. Work a robot speed. It's relatively cheap. There's no harm in doing that. I mean, there's some harm in doing... Oh, actually, you know what, bots? Can you just... I think you can do this one, robots. I forgot how slow they are and how few items I can pick up at a time. So, could have done that better. But that's okay. The point is, they did it. My hubris will be the death of me, though. Copper. I love the sort of curves up and around. Like,
there was a clear thought back then when this happened, but that's still right, but for a different reason. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! They finally got me! Ah, you bastards! Oh no! There's a big rock in the way. Wait, they just built over the rock? How did you do that? Ah, well look, it was always going to happen. I'm glad it did actually happen eventually. I'm glad I was there to see it, of sorts. And you know what? I'm glad I've got construction bots now. Like, the game waited for me to get construction bots until I could handle it, and it's like, okay, now it's time to drop the rock. And I appreciate that. Thank you, Factorio. Thank you, Space Exploration. You know, you're good egg. Good egg. Alright. I don't have many batteries. I assume I can upgrade my batteries later. This is the upgraded bot speed, by the way. I probably want a little bit faster than that. Oh well. Landfill out of stone. There we go. Get that started, please. And it's going to slow down things a little bit, but it'll get there. The funny thing is when we actually get enough power for the core miner, then I'm going to start thinking about a second core miner. So, you know, I'm really going to learn my lesson from this. We are under attack, but nothing to worry about. Frankly, I'm embarrassed that I even mentioned it. And this area is becoming more and more useful for a place to make my rocket fuel. How are we doing for power? Yeah, still a bit of a problem. We'll get there though. Am I still holding like solid fuel bricks? I am. You know what? Solid rocket fuel. Chuck some solid rocket fuel in there. That'll last forever. Solid fuel, go for it. Just regular coal, I ain't needing it. I mean, it'll actually be fine now because they are actually going to be going through the coal as opposed to last time where which wasn't prepared for it. Vulcanite. You know, the Vulcanite, I might actually want to not be burning this away for very long. At some point soon, I'm going to want to actually refine it. Anyway, we've got 6 landfill, so that's going to very slowly add up. And we are done with this. So you know what? With that, I wonder if we're done for the day. Because that is... this whole part is actually done. Ah, jeez, I forgot about all those stone bricks that I've got. You know what? Let's get rid of this and then we are done for today. That is the plan. So while I do that, I'm going to do just my usual ending spiel. If you are new here today and you've enjoyed today, please give a follow. I'd really appreciate it. It's the best way to find out when I am live. You know, if you're looking around Twitch figuring out who to watch, I would be honored if I was one of your options. Hey, thanks for following, Crank Reed. Really appreciate it. I would be absolutely honored that I'm one of your options for your viewing. If you are wanting to watch the episodes and you miss it live, do not worry. You can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. The episodes usually go up there within 24 hours or so. It was delayed last time because someone didn't upload them. There is also a full C-block run going up there, one episode every couple of days, so if you're interested in watching that, you can do that. That run is now complete though. Yeah, look, that is what when I'm playing around on Factorio, I love to watch other people play Factorio. I've been playing Civ lately, actually, and watching people play Factorio, so I do the same thing. But yeah, so you can watch all the episodes on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. The link is just down below. Also, your other options are to... There's also a Discord chat. If you are wanting to talk to me outside of the chat, that is the best way to get in contact with me. It's a fairly quiet chat. There's not a lot of people there, but you know, the offer is open there if you wish. Other things, you can also subscribe to me if you do so feel inclined. I am not saying anyone has to. It is an option if people want to support me, but I am absolutely fine. No number on first date? All right, yes. Look, I am an open guy. That's just how life is. You know? In this life of fast dating, you gotta put out your Discord chat. Was saying. Anyway, look, I've appreciated having everyone here today, and I will next be streaming on Saturday for my usual 3, maybe 4-hour stream. We'll see how it goes. If you're not sure when I'll be streaming, the schedule is down below and is, I believe, updated for your regional time. So that is useful for you if you want to know what times things are happening. And with that all said and done, I am done for today. Join me next episode where I plan to get Assembly 2s up and maybe we start making rocket fuel. And maybe we get one step closer to firing me to space. Because space is not long. I reckon we get space. I believe that by the end of the next week, we may be launching into space. I do this not because it is easy, but because it is awesome. Hell yeah. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Oh, science. Signal transmission. This is me trying to end an episode. I'm really bad at it. Thanks for watching, everyone.